Hello everyone, Namaste, good evening. I'm Darryl D'Souza and welcome to our session, the continuation of the Life Transformation Program. Now, some of you attended the one-day session that I first did in Mumbai, last month on a Sunday, and then the next Sunday I did it in Pune, and the Sunday after that in Goa. And from there, some of you have attended also the 1 week life transformation retreat that I did in Goa, South Goa, at Kamaketna Eco Village. So this is just to handhold you and take you further through a couple of important topics, and which we will be discussing today. So I think, yes, there may be a couple of people from my channel also, Darryl D'Souza, where I shared it. So this is quite an important topic. It's common to everybody. And, that's why I shared it on a couple of other groups. And next Saturday, we will take another topic. We won't take that up today. And that topic will be about, the perceived different parts of bhakti, karma, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, and jnana yoga. And next Saturday, we'll discuss whether they are actually different paths or they happen in parallel or they happen one after the other. Uh, in in our own lives, do they happen? Do they happen in other people's lives if we have chosen one path? So that will be a very interesting topic. But before that, today's topic is even more fundamental, very basic. And especially for all of us who are, on the path, the spiritual path. So we will be discussing that. And I will be posting the question in the chat once again. And this is the question that I'm just posting on the group now, in the group chat, meaning in the Zoom chat. What are the stages of the spiritual journey? That will be the first question. And then many people will realize you think you are at some point, but after we get various replies from people about this first part, what are the stages of the spiritual journey? Then maybe your, opinion will be different. Yes, so anybody can unmute and share what do you think are uh, steps of the spiritual path that is, common for all human beings. Or you may also tell us what, path you are following and where you are. Okay. Okay, where you are, like I said, we'll talk later. That you will understand after everybody puts down, various steps. So,
Hi, hi, Darryl.
yes.
Yeah, the three stages are Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga.
Okay, so I said we will discuss that in the next session.
Mhm.
But we will put that right down now. We'll discuss it more in detail. So, three stages, like you say. So, which stage comes first?
Karma Yoga,
Okay, so let's say Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga. Then
Bhakti Yoga.
Bhakti Yoga. Now, for everybody's benefit, you will have to explain the meaning of these three in one line. So then, yeah, and Bhakti, Karma, Bhakti, and Jnana.
Yes,
You call it Jnana or Gyan?
Jnana,
Jnana Yoga.
Ghanya.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the three stages of the spiritual path. And in one line, can you say what is Karma Yoga?
It's action without result.
Actions
Action without expecting any result.
without expecting any result. Okay. Then what is Bhakti?
Bhakti means that respect and discipline towards our actions.
Respect and discipline
Discipline. Yes.
in towards
Uh, we can say our attitude or our actions.
our actions, attitude. I thought Bhakti Yoga meant Bhakti is devotion, right?
Okay, devotion. I'm trying to say it in the other way.
Yeah, that's there, but I always got an impression that it was towards the teacher, towards the master, or
Yeah,
towards,
yeah, that is the correct way to express. Well, thank
so
you.
because you've put our actions, so it doesn't indicate any teacher,
Correct, correct,
master, universal life force, or God or something.
correct, correct. Thank you.
So then, would you like to revert this respect and or
Yeah, we can say it's a
okay,
devotional, uh, devotion, just a devotional attitude
okay. So we can say then devotional attitude towards
towards our masters and
towards all masters and
masters and also to all human beings.
all human beings. Okay. Anything else?
That's it for Bhakti Yoga.
It
It's,
is in this. There is no such thing as God or nature or cosmos or something.
uh, no, I'm keeping it simple, but
Okay. Okay.
otherwise,
We will leave it at this only. And
yes.
then Jnana Yoga.
Daryl, just to add, instead of human beings, it should be all living beings.
All. So we can put all human beings. We can also put all living beings. Expanding it. All living beings. Fine. Anybody else wants to add something? Yeah.
Yeah, can I say something?
Yes. On Bhakti Yoga.
Not Bhakti. I thought we've finished with that. Or are we still talking about that?
Yes. Just can you see the screen?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now we are on the third one. Yeah, he was explaining the last one, meaning of Jnana Yoga.
Jnana Yoga would be
No, I'm
knowledge.
asking the person who has given this Jnana Yoga.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Correct. Yeah.
let us get his definition first, then we can add ours. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's knowledge, ultimate knowledge,
knowledge.
ultimate knowledge.
Acha, ultimate knowledge. Okay, ultimate. So this completes the three things.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
From
fine. Yes. Now, yes. Who else wanted to comment on this? Please go ahead. Somebody else wanted to share, no? Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I was not really talking about this. I was going to say something else.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So I wouldn't really categorize it as different stages by saying karma, bhakti, gyan. It depends on people's type. Uh, like some people are that karma yogi type, they are automatically attracted to that, so they will be doing the karma yoga. I wouldn't put it at first stage, second stage, or third stage. And
Okay.
some people are automatically, like, they just have that, the nature is that of devotion, so they'll go for bhakti. And jnana yoga would be knowledge oriented, who like to use their mind to come to the no mind. So rather than saying these are the three stages, I would say these are the three maybe categories or something like that. But
Okay.
having said that, all these three stages, I think, I feel there is a direct path which
Yes.
bypasses all three of these.
Yeah.
And that is not really, a karma yogi could go into the direct path, a devotional person could, or the jnana yogi person could also go into the being directly. And
Right.
to me, at this point, that's what matters the most. It's like in the direct path, you just get into your being. Now, once you understand what that is, of course, you will keep losing and coming back from the being to the person, the body mind unit. But then, and so then for coming back to that being, one can, again choose maybe the karma yoga, the gyan yoga, or the bhakti yoga, but it would be more like just help you in your direct path, if I'm making myself
Okay.
clear.
Okay.
I mean, if you feel there is something you want to ask me, I can elaborate more on that point.
Yes, yes. So I have put your yeah, I've put that word down, direct path. So could you explain to us what is the
What is
direct path, or yeah,
okay? So to me, the direct path would be the path of non-duality or Advaita, in
okay,
which
that is
really we are going beyond the duality of, like, even in the karma yogi there is duality, even in bhakti yoga, which some people put at a very high stage, but still there is a dui in it. There is the devotee and there is the god. So unless we bypass that, we go directly into the reality is that there is no two, there is only one.
okay. So
uh
yes, so have I
so
typed that correctly? Non-duality, Advaita. There is no two. There,
no, yes, the devotee is one with the beloved and the lover. They are one. There is
yeah.
no distinction. So for that we have to initially understand, because before understanding this, some people feel this is the last stage, but to me I feel, while it can be the last stage, it is also very important for a beginner meditator to understand this point very clearly. Then the purpose of meditation and what they are really doing becomes very clear to them. It's very crisp and clear to them. And so a lot of unnecessary not understanding what you're doing can be saved, and you can do your meditation very intelligently, I feel, if that
Okay.
makes any sense.
Yes. So now, yeah. So this is what I've put down. There are no two different entities. The devotee and God is one. So we're talking of one universe, one energy, one everything.
Yeah, even to say one gives the feeling of two, so we don't even say one.
Okay.
Really, in reality, we don't even use the one, because if you say one, automatically follows two.
No, it doesn't need to follow, right? That's a numeric system that we have done. So if you don't say one,
Mhm.
then what do you say?
You say not two, or there is some other word
See,
for it.
see,
I
that is
cannot.
worse than one, right? Because when you are saying not two, you are defining two. So, so if somebody says just one and there's nothing else, then two doesn't
Okay,
come in the picture.
sure.
So,
As long as we understand it is beyond numerology, numbers one and two,
numbers.
then
Oh,
of course we can use the number also.
okay. So here we are talking of a unified field or unified existence. I'm just putting down unified
One
field.
in, yes, yeah, undivisible whole.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Unified field. Uh, yeah. Wait. Uh, unified field, and I said what? Unified. Uh,
Undivisible whole, I would say.
unified field or yeah, I'm coming to one point and then unified, undivisible, undivisible.
Whole.
Oh, okay. Okay, undivisible. Why is this here? Okay, undivisible whole. Fine.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you were saying something next that if now to realize this or to understand this, were you indicating that people have to go to deep meditation, or it can be realized even without meditation at all?
Uh, the point can be realized without meditation, but
Okay.
to abide in it, to be in it, one can just do it directly. But I feel meditation helps to abide in it, because otherwise we keep coming back to the mind, and sometimes through this path we can fool ourselves, that okay, I know what it is, but your understanding can be very heady
Fine.
and not really coming from your being.
Okay. Yes. So yes, that I've put down. Okay. Anybody else who has some, you want to say something else about spiritual path? That means also indicating, any stages that we were earlier, where we are now, where we need to be in the immediate future, tomorrow, or in 1 year, or anywhere. So, yeah, anybody having any other idea to express? Some people are quoting from some systems. So, one thing is to quote a belief from a system, and it's a completely different thing to be living through that system and to have experienced it and known it as the truth. So, quite often I have got a couple of groups called satsang, and where I have been explaining that sat means, of course, truth, and sang means in the company. So, in the company of truth. And who are the people who are participating in that meeting session? Yeah. Obviously, it is the truth among those people. So I always say that please, when you speak and we are trying to share knowledge, the truth that we have experienced, not what we have read and what we have, believe and all that. So it's a deeper truth when you may have read it first, you may have practiced it, but if you live it and you have the experience in it, then that is coming, that's your living truth. So that's what we would really like for people to come from a space of what has been their living truth. Then it becomes much easier for others also in a practical way to understand that, when it's coming from experience.
So first phase was questioning my existence or is or whatever.
Okay,
And
no,
second
don't
would
say,
be
no, clearly, everything that has to be said has to be said clearly. It can't be whatever.
questioning
So,
my existence would be the first phase of
wait,
my life.
okay, questioning my existence. Okay, then
Exploring reasons for being a part of this big picture.
exploring reasons for being part of this big picture of what is going on. Yes.
And delving into what resonates with me.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Delving into what resonates with
Diving,
me. Delving,
delving,
like getting into, yeah.
delving into,
What resonates with me after exploring reasons which could come from Advaita and Buddhism and
yeah,
wherever you have it, the universe
well,
and the trees and
yes,
everything.
yes, you've completed that second step. So
Uh-huh.
now
So delving into what resonates with me,
with me, okay,
as long as it's not harmful,
as long as it's not harmful
in word, thought, and deed.
in word, thought, and deed. Okay, nice.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. 1 second, I'm still getting this waiting room. Okay, thank you. So questioning my existence. So why I'm here, exploring reasons for being. Okay. Anybody else who would like to share any other view perspective?
Hello, Daryl. Somesh here.
Yes, Amish.
I would like to share something I had come across about witness consciousness, about unbiased observation.
Yes. So that is that a process or is that some stage in the path? We are talking of a certain stage and all. So where does this come in?
This I've heard when it's a state where you start to observe everything without any form of bias.
Okay. So yes, go ahead.
So essentially, you do not distinguish between the good and bad in any small or any microscopic or macroscopic component of the universe.
Sorry, you do not what?
Distinguish between what is good and what is bad. You realize that both of them come together in all components of the universe.
Okay. So this is what? Step one, step two, or this is the initial step of.
Where exactly in the process it falls, I'm not aware. I just wanted to share that I had come across this as one of the steps to spiritual progress.
Okay. So there are, there are thousands of spiritual techniques, right? And where to apply them, we can see later. But first, let's talk about your own journey, which I said, let's come from a space of experience and what we are going through, rather than talk about there is, certain theories. So first, come from your own space. So where are you right now? Are you at a starting stage? Are you in the middle stage? Is there a step before where you are now? Is there a step to where you want to go?
Right. So in those terms, I think usually it starts with basic survival for people. And once that is taken care of, we go into the higher paths, prosperity, self-actualization, like Maslow's need hierarchy.
Okay, basics, survival. Then next is
Prosperity, material prosperity.
prosperity. Yeah. Keep it on the file fast.
Third would be accomplishments, and fourth would be self-actualization.
Accomplishments and self-actualization. Self-actualization.
Yes.
Can you explain to everybody what is the meaning of this? So what happens in self-actualization?
Yeah, so this comes from Maslow's need hierarchy theory, where it says that once one, two, and three steps are met,
Yeah.
the primary motivators for every individual at very different levels. So once one, two, and three are met, the only driving motivator would be self-actualization, where you try to understand the deeper meanings of life, where you come from, and essentially what we call a spiritual wisdom.
Yeah, where we start to understand the deeper
Deeper meanings of life.
meanings of life. Okay. And then you were saying something further.
Yes, this includes questioning who we are, where we come from, where we are going, the purpose of existence, and all that.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, who we are, where we have come from, and where we are going.
Yes.
Okay. Anything more?
And that's all.
Okay, okay, lovely. Yes, has all of this inspired anybody else to realize some more steps? So we can rearrange all of this. Let us get some more inputs. Okay. So yes, now coming to so I will ask some questions and maybe they will also will be able to insert something some in between all of this. Yes, somebody else was saying something. Okay. So I want to put some things here because we have, yes, everybody is participating in life, and some people have problems, some people don't have problems. Some people have learned certain. Some people achieve what they want to achieve, what they've stated. Some people are not able to achieve what they want to achieve. So somewhere in between, there are some stages of not having the skills to achieve what you want in life. And I think somewhere before that is like what you've mentioned, the basics in life. Some people are not having, even for their basic needs in life, to be balanced, to have a reasonable amount of wealth that can run their daily lives, a reasonable amount of health. Many people don't have that. Many people don't have enough reasonable amount of peace of mind. So they are struggling with all of this. Some people don't have enough, satisfying relationships, not enough money. And so they are still working on that and mainly stuck in that. So that is some place in this entire journey. And if those things are achieved, it appears that majorly only then people are able to look to something further. Of course, there are people who do, even though they have struggles in life, they do manage to work towards a few of their goals and all of that. But we all know that they can't do an amazing, fulfilled job till of what they want to do, whether it is for some other person, whether it's for the trees or for the animals or for society. So I'm going to put that as one stage, which is little advanced. But before that, a stage we are basically trying to, uh, you know, uh, achieve basic things in life. So I'll just put that down, and after that, Catherine, I will take up. Yes. So basics, survival and prosperity. So yes, so Mesh has already put that down here. So I'm going to put that, yeah, basic survival. That is, um, achieving uh, reasonable. Let's say achieving reasonable. Reasonable for would be for the individual person, not from others' perspectives. So achieving reasonable health, wealth, uh, relationships, health, wealth, relationships. And what else is basic in life? Health, wealth, relationship, and uh, yes, status of living, that is some degree of comfort. Okay. Yes, and then I'm going to put another stage, which is that is let's say serving society. Okay, serving other in let's say helping other. First, I'll put individuals, then societies, helping other individuals, societies. Then I want to say movements. Okay, I've just put that in the document. Yes, Catherine, please go ahead. I'll just bring up that document. Yeah, Catherine, your hand up. Did you want to say something?
No, not at all. Actually, don't understand this. Sorry.
Okay, you're fine. So, yes, I think Nilima wanted to share something. Nilima, go ahead.
Yeah, so there is in Buddhism, Nichiren Daishin is Buddhism, there are 10 stages to achieve Buddhahood. So, first is hell, where you are just complaining that this is happening with me, that is happening with me.
So, this is what you said first is hell.
Hell, yeah.
So, that you're saying is complaining about problems in life.
Your life, yeah.
About problems in life. Okay.
Yeah. And then next is hunger.
Hunger for what?
Hunger for things to achieve things in life, like
For
status.
things
Yeah,
in life. Okay, okay, fine.
yeah. Then third is animality.
Animality.
Yeah,
That is.
that is when you are suppressing people who are below you.
I thought animality would be something tendency towards animals or behaving like animals.
No, 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 no. It is like when you are trying to suppress people who are inferior to you.
And to suppress other people
Yeah,
you think are inferior to
not
you.
doing well as you are doing.
But that is animals don't behave like that. So can we have another word for this animality? There is some better word, right? Is
Yeah,
it oppression? This is an oppressive, oppressing others, right?
yeah, oppressing. Yeah, correct, correct.
So then I'll just put as oppression. O-P-P-R-E. Oppression. Okay.
And then next is anger.
Okay. Anger.
Yeah, when you are angry.
Yeah. Anger towards what is this? Others or
Others, yeah.
towards others or situations?
Yeah, situations also.
Situations. Okay. So this is this is
This
yeah.
is fourth stage. Yeah.
Yes. Please continue.
And then world of humanity.
Sorry.
World of humanity. When
World
you, yeah,
World
humanity.
of Humanity.
Humanity.
What does that mean?
That means when you start thinking about the world, you are not angry. Now you have changed. You are not uh, behaving like you are not in that animality world. Now you have grown. So now you are understanding, trying to understand the world around you.
Thinking of others.
Yeah.
So now this is the meaning world of humanity. Okay. This
Yeah.
does not mean because it's humanity, so I don't think it means you are thinking of nature, you are thinking of other.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no, no.
okay, yeah, then go ahead.
Just world around you. Yeah.
Okay.
And then next is world of heavenly being.
World of
Heavenly being. Heavenly
heavenly
being.
heavenly being.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that mean?
In this stage, you start following people who you feel that they are better than you. or
Mm,
some masters, gurus.
well, who you think are better than you or masters you? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, then so these are 6 stages.
yeah. Then world of voice hearers.
World of
Voice hearers.
VOICE. Can you spell the
Yeah.
next? Hearer?
Uh, Hearers.
Yeah.
HEARERS. Voice hearers.
World of voice hearers. Okay, what does
Yeah.
that mean?
Then in this stage, you grow spiritually. You you are finding a more awakened people, and then you start following them.
People and you find more people and follow them. Okay.
The world of cause awakened ones.
Sorry, 1 second. Then this is the next one.
Yeah, this is the next one.
World of
Cause,
cause. Yeah.
yeah, awakened ones.
Awakened ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In this, some people who are connected to environment, then you start understanding, yeah, I am connected to this cause.
Okay. You connect to causes like environment.
Yeah.
Then what? Animals?
And yeah, and anything, any environment, animals,
Okay.
yeah, any cause.
Cause means what? Causes means some movements that some
Mhm.
groups of people have dedicated their work
Yes.
towards.
Yes.
So okay, fine. It is not naturally occurring. It is some work of people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Causes, causes others have taken up like environment, like work for environment, animals. Okay.
You just start understanding that, yeah, I feel connected to this cause. And
Hmm.
then you start following those people who are already doing things for that cause.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So where have we reached now?
This is
Seven.
eighth type. Yeah.
Yes. Eight. Yes.
Yeah. Now it is ninth, world of Bodhisattva.
Okay, world of Bodhisattva. Yeah.
Yeah, so this now you understood that you are connected to this world, and then you start working for that cause. First, you
Um,
are following that person who was already doing. Now you start doing for that cause independently.
okay. Working for that cause independently. Okay.
And then last is world of Buddhahood.
World of Buddhahood, which means
It means like now you are a Buddha. You are concerned about the world and about yourself also.
concerned about the world.
Yeah.
Uh, so you're concerned about what? About the world means problems and the solutions.
Yeah, problems and the solution.
And
So
about
first,
yourself
first
means
you were just worried about yourself. Now you are worried about others also. So this is the journey.
so now at this stage of Buddhahood, the person is still worried about themselves.
No. Now they are over it,
Huh.
and now they are worried about others.
About the world's problems and
Yeah.
solutions, no?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Sorry, it was slightly long,
Yeah,
but I.
that's fine. Yes, that's fine. So yes, so this is another perspective which is more detailed, and thank you for that. Yeah. So yes, anybody else wants to share something that is missed or a different perspective? Okay. If not, yes, Nilima's hand can just put it down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Second, lower hand. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just looking at chat. Anybody in chat, please? Okay, Rajesh is back in 2 minutes. Oh, yeah. So now my question would be this. Coming back to that point where does this stage fit in? That is seems to be one of the most important stages right now, and it is the stage of being aware of what is going on around you and what your response to it is. So there are some people who don't want to really be aware of things around them because they are too painful or the problems are too big, and they would like to dissociate it from them, and they would like to be in peace. And yeah, so where does this stage fit in? Because right now on the planet, we are seeing so many things that are going on, which are destructive in nature. So the question is, is it possible to insulate ourselves from a lot of destructive things that are happening? Or what way do we look at it? Can we follow some various techniques or practices, whether it is, you know, like for example, bhakti, can we just uh, have devotion and trust that everything is going to turn out well when we can see over the last 10 years what is happening in every country across the globe? Or do we uh, follow some path of knowledge? What kind of knowledge could help us right now? And of course, not only right now, but our future. All of us want to have a better tomorrow. And we want to see, problems also getting resolved. And so are we willing to do some work for it? So then this karma comes in. Do we follow karma yoga? So I'm going to talk of a stage before this, which is many people are not having the capacity to be uh, available or aware, or they're not concerned with what is going on around them with regards to, let's say, uh, degrading or destruction of our food system, destruction of our environmental system, environment around us, uh, the degrading kind of movies, entertainment, and all that that's happening around us. The increasing gap between the rich and the poor, the increasing amount of communal violence, that is, people from different religions and belief systems fighting against each other. So many people are not having the capacity to even realize that these things are going on. They don't have time actually to look at all these things because the previous states, perhaps, which is they still have to spend all their time either making the money, fixing the relationships, or dealing with a lot of what I would call a baggage. So now I'm going to put that part over here. Lot of baggage means lot of fears, phobias, lot of relationship issues. That means every now and then with some family members or some other relatives or husband and wife or children. Um, uh, Now I'm not talking of daily small interactions that are just our discussions, but I'm talking of major relationships where there's hate, anger, revenge, manipulation, all of that. So, and I'm now going to connect it with all our other practices that we do, whether it's our yoga practices or our meditation practices. And yeah, different spiritual systems. Some people are getting up in the morning at 4 a.m. and doing certain practices. Some people will do before going to sleep at night. So somewhere here in this entire stage, I'm going to put where people are basically only working for themselves. That's one stage, resolving their own problems. So I'll just bring that up. The document, try to find that place. And maybe here from all of this, I'll start it on top. So where people are, I'll start with numbering 1. Okay. Where, okay, a person is still having to deal with past problems and relationships that do not give them enough time to be present and participate in current daily life. Then a person is not able to manage all the domains of their lives effectively, like money, yeah, money, work, then current relationships, then what else are you trying to balance currently in life? Family, Then their what do you say? Their
Health.
right, health. Then also their hobbies, like maybe they can't even have some free time to do something they like. Uh, and okay, so there comes one time where a person is available to see the problems in the world that are affecting their lives negative, negatively. They're able to see it. Then next is a person is able. Person is making the time to be able to work on the problems affecting their lives negatively. Then person is able to work on the problems affecting others' lives. Person is able to work on global problems. Okay. So I'm just going to pick up from all of this here, some points in between. Action, yeah, devotion, knowledge. So regarding these three, bhakti and jnana. So it seems that all these stages where this person is any one of us or other people. One is that the person. Now there are some people who are even dealing this. I'm putting the first stage here. Person is still having to deal with past lives problems. There are some people here. So this is the part of baggage, right? And the more and more baggage we carry, we have to keep depending on different persons. 50%, 70%, 80% of our consciousness and time to basically resolve all our baggages. So one of the most old baggages is a person having to deal with past life problems. So I'm just putting it down. We can talk of it in some detail later. But at least in sequence, we know that before this life, there are certain issues of previous lives which they turn up as in dreams, in counseling sessions, in regression sessions. They come up as fears, phobias, memories, aches and pains, all of that. So I'm just putting here, they need to use uh, their, they need the help of, they need the help of therapists, very simply, and therapies. Okay, it could be doctors or anybody else, spiritual teachers, PIS. Person still having to deal with past life problems. We just put lives for many lives could be. They need the help of people. Then is person still having to deal with uh, past problems in this life. Okay. So now in all of these, having the problems and working on the solutions, it is very clearly evident that actions, certain amount of karma people have to uh, indulge in, and yes, karma with themselves, certain practices, meditations, or they have to take the help of therapists and all to resolve those problems. So, of course, this one that is here, which is written as actions without any result, expecting any result, this seems to be a very advanced stage, quite close to some Buddha stage, where a person has achieved various things in life, so many of these stages, and then they are free to do actions which they don't expect anything in return. Of course, people do something that's called seva also. That's a part of their service to individual people or society, groups of people, or to environment and all of that. But first, we will come to our basic life process where we are getting stuck and where we are. So now Jnana Yoga also, it seems that all of these points 1 to 7, and we may get some more points in between as I go down, that to transcend all of these, it requires more and more deeper knowledge of the self, of others, of relationship, and all of that. So Jnana Yoga is also happening here in all of these stages. Then Karma Yoga is also happening. Then Bhakti Yoga is also happening. And since, okay, I'm talking about these three things, I'll just ask all of you some question right from the time you were born. And as you started growing up, uh, so the natural life process itself, when you are born, you do not know, as a young baby, you do not know anything much. So you have uh, not, you don't have any worldly gyan. You have basic instincts that's within your DNA. And that is, of course, why the child will, suck very intuitively on the mother's breast. So that is one example of basic DNA of all mammals. But right from that starting stage of earlier childhood, uh, can you reflect and think at which of these three stages you were in? Were you with bhakti? Were you with karma? Were you with jnana yoga? And then as you became a teenager, adolescent, did it change? As you became an adult and more wiser, did it change? So let's say from the age of being 2 3 years old, basically as you just start becoming a little conscious till you're, let's say, 10 years old. So that time, are you in a phase of bhakti, jnana, or karma?
Karma.
Yes. Can you explain also why?
Yeah, because of the karma, only we are born in particular environment, particular family, and
No, I'm saying
Those are in,
actively, what I'm asking is actively in your day-to-day life. Yes, all of us are born, that is an automatic process. We come into life, but once we're in the life from, 0 to 10 years, what are you practicing? What are you practicing when you are young? Is it automatically, or are we doing something automatically, or do gurus and
yeah,
teachers have to come and tell us this is bhakti marg, this is jnana marg, this is karma marg?
We are doing with
whatever,
observation. By
yeah.
observing, we are doing.
Murlidhar, could you please speak clearly again? Did not hear you.
Sorry about that. I'm saying in the initial stages, we do everything observing the people around us.
Yeah, so as
I
children, and
would
this is the
Be-
basic, I'll just explain a little bit more, and Murlidhar can tell me whether I'm talking of the same thing. One line that he has said, I'm explaining a little more. It is known now, very well known in all alternative education systems, the open school of learning, that all sentient beings like mammals, when their children are small, they learn a lot from mimicking. That means looking around and just copying their parents or copying others, seeing how somebody else is walking, trying to walk, see how somebody else is catching, or the mother, how she's catching something, then the child will try to catch. So, so it is, yeah, pretty clear that we are in a learning, observing and learning stage, right? We are getting some gyan, basic gyan of life. So, Mudidhar, does it make it clear what you were trying to say? Is it this?
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, that is observation and learning knowledge.
Yeah.
May I
So,
say something?
yes,
Sure, I would think that the first 10 years is bhakti because we just,
I'm
trust the people around bhakti. Yeah.
right.
Because we trust the people around us and we do what, it's complete faith we're working on the first 10 years until we start getting wise about the world.
Yeah, yeah. So very nice. So initially, when we don't know anything, even before we, yeah, that is part of that copying also. Because when the child tries to copy the mother of holding the finger or something, then the first is the child is in trust. So the child feels good energy from the mother, some love and care, or maybe from father or from uncle, aunt, brother, sister, whoever. And because they trust, because they have that trust and devotion, may not be in a spiritual godlike manner, but basically it is bhakti also means trust. So yeah, so that bhakti starts. So right on one day itself, in one day, all these three things can complete. The first day of the child learning to hold a finger, it will start with a little trust on whoever is demonstrating. Then the child will do the action, right? The action of holding, that is an action of some kind of karma. And after the child does that action of karma, then they realize, oh, so the pencil, the fingers come in my hand, so I can pull it. And then they get that knowledge that I grasp something, it comes in my hand, and I can pull it. So that's the first lesson for the day. So this is happening all the time, every day, where when we don't know something, we look at others, we trust that it is safe to do that. So basically, we trust those people. And then they may tell us, explain to us, or they may not. We also do something that's copying. When somebody does something and is successful, somebody takes a axe and chops a wood, and it breaks in two. Then just by looking at it, you trust the process, and you also pick up an axe and try to do the same thing. So it looks like yeah, bhakti is there. Then you get some gyan, some knowledge that this has happened, and then you get into karma. So this is happening within a few minutes also. It's happening through the day as well. So this is just something that I wanted to bring up with every person here. This is happening day to day. And so that's also what I've noticed. They are not, uh, paths that you be on devotion only and you trust everything and you just blindly follow. Even after you trust somebody something, then you from that trust you will do some actions. And from the actions, if your mind is open and free, then you will get some knowledge. And from that knowledge, you can go to the next step. There are some people who are part of groups and all, and they will just do what is recommended in those groups or that philosophy, 4, 5, 6, 7 things, and they say this is the way of life. And for example, giving donations to the poor, they will do for their whole lifetime. And they say that is the recommendation, and that is enough karma. And I don't need to do more. And if their belief system that is complete, then that's fine for them. But then others who will look deeper and say that inquire as to why are these people poor? How did they become poor? Is it their own action? Is it a property of the system that they are in? Has the city system made rich and poor people? Or has the capitalist system across the world made poor and rich people all across the world? So those of you who have watched our video, our 4-hour video, Making New Earth, you would have clearly understood that this entire system of rich and poor across the world has come from the systems that have been by the early developers of human society, and especially these cities. And now it's a result that there are so many rich and poor. And to actually resolve this problem completely of poverty, small actions of donations and all of that, feeding the poor, that has not resulted till date in poverty and hunger being eradicated from the world. Though those are well-intentioned, heartful behavior. But yeah, so then this whole thing changes from looking at things in the world and whether we will take bigger responsibility. I know it's not everybody's capacity or having the time or the energy to solve bigger problems in society like poor people or hunger. So it is fine, at least from a good heart, people are giving food to poor people and giving money to poor people. But yes, we should all, even though some of us do this, we should be all aware that the bigger problem in society of poverty and of hunger is a systems problem. And maybe someday, once we look at the reality, do the research, and at least see our video also Making New Earth, then someday later you can say that, okay, when I have the time and capacity, then I will look at how to contribute towards solving the world problems. It's there in all countries. We can start doing it in India. You can start doing it in your own city, village, in your own state. So all those details are in a video Making New Earth. So that video is full of Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Karma Yoga. So that's at least one thing I wanted to share with everybody today. And you can also discuss some examples if you want. And my conclusion on that topic is that all of these three are cyclic in nature. They can happen minute to minute. They can happen within the day. They can happen across a few days. And bigger projects, of course, take some years. And so we are in Earthkeepers Connect. We are in the biggest project of the world, which is called Making New Earth. And without all our participation and understanding of it, it is not going to happen because each and every one of us have been put into these entire city systems, which are a very controlled, centralized systems that have created this division amongst people in the name of, different understandings of the one thing that is called God. People are the wars in the world right now are fought over that, which is, from many places now it's coming out that they may try and use nuclear warheads in from Ukraine to Russia, funded by USA and all of those countries, NATO countries. So, in these entire city systems, we are already trapped in it. We are participating in it, and every day our jnana, our knowledge is not our own. It is not true knowledge. It is fake knowledge of science and systems. And based on those false notions, we are doing actions, thinking that our daily life problems are going to get solved, or society's problems are going to get solved. And then we are having a faith and hope that things will get better. So those of you who have not watched that video, please watch it. It's the most important video in the world to watch for your daily life right now and for your immediate future. So that you can take out your time, energy, and participation from destructive gyan, from destructive manipulative bhakti, and from destructive karma. So now, in this, all of this, deeper understanding of our lives and science and systems has become a necessity. Otherwise, people are very much indulged in destructive gyan, destructive karma, and destructive bhakti. So not only in the everyday, minute to minute, and across days are these cyclic in nature. So more gyan, once you have deeper knowledge, then you can do a deeper karma. Once you are doing a deeper karma and it is involving other people, then you can have more faith or trust or devotion that a group of people are doing the right kind of work. And this is also what we are doing with sharing all this knowledge, common knowledge. Can you just, sorry, I just forgot to mute all of this on my phone. Yeah, yes. So now I'll come back to that page. 1 second. I'll just mute all of my. Okay, so now I'm coming back to that page where we started, and okay, now, so these three paths are all happening daily with us. I'm just going to take it down because it's already there in our system. Yes, now this next is the non-duality path, Advaita. There are no two. Everything is unified and one. This can't be realized without meditation, but meditation is required to be with it. Yes. So I would like to share something about this. Has also happened through a process where people have forgotten the connectivity with each other and nature, and we start looking for God in other places. So this is also there at the first slide, first couple of slides of our video Making New Earth, where you are seeing these indigenous communities. That means before the Industrial Revolution started, there were Red Indians in their community and that side in the Americas. There were Aborigines in Australia, New Zealand. There were the Indus Valley civilization here. There were the Tibetans. There were the Chinese. And all of these people, if you will go and read their explanation of what is all of this and what they are. And so they talk of it as the Great Spirit that is connecting everything all the time, and there is no separation. And they say that we are also part of that indivisible energy. So in my life transformation program, that the 1 day program, those of you who have gone through it, the 3 videos, there you see very experientially and scientifically how by asking people questions in the session, we come to that part of what is human nature as far as our 5 senses go, our body goes, and everybody is making the same choices with regards to food. Though initially we thought we are, meat eaters and all of that. So if you've not done that experiment, then please do that one. I will share the link, or you can just WhatsApp me now just to find that YouTube of mine. I may take a couple of minutes, but I will put it in the chat for those people. Okay, I'll just get it in a second. And I'll probably show you also the path towards that. So many of my, I have a YouTube channel, and once you go on YouTube and you put Darryl D'Souza here, in these videos, yeah, please watch this one if you've not watched it till now. I am not going to play it now. I will just share it. In the Zoom chat. Okay. Share it in the Zoom chat now. Please save it and maybe copy paste it in a Word document. So when you see this video, you'll first understand that just through asking everybody in the session, this I've been doing in my book since 2011, Become Healthy or Extinct, and then through so many Zoom sessions or so many meetings and workshops and retreats. So after these common questions are asked of everybody, everybody starts replying that they are all vegetarian. There's not till now I've not come across a single meat-eating human being on the planet. Meaning that's the way God has provided all of these natural food to all species on the planet without any alteration, without any cooking, without any masala and all of that. So that's why, the tigers eat meat, and no human being till today, even after watching the video, if I give you one raw chicken, you'll not be able to eat it because your teeth can't bite raw meat in the first place. So from that, we realize in the right environment, asking the right natural questions, we come upon common truths. So it first turns out that all human beings are basically vegetarian. Then when we go the next step of that video, it asks about from where do all these plants that we eat, whether it's the fruit, beans, peas, pumpkins, roots, leaves, whatever, how does the plant make all of these things? Then it comes that plants are taking in the 5 elements: earth, water, fire is the sunlight, air and the space element in which they move and all that, shake. So they take these 5 elements and make their own body. And then from where all these 5 elements come, and the 5 elements are all alive. These elements that come into the plant body, the plants, each and every plant gets its own memory, its own DNA, its own consciousness. And that's how it makes its own kind of different fruit and all that. And so this we I've explained it as natural law or the energy of God flowing in all these things. And as per natural law, so that's why a certain, banana comes out as a banana itself, and that species of banana for 100,000 years. So that's that is explained as the energy of creator flowing in all of these things as per laws, natural law made by creator. And so from all of these plants, they are also taking all of this creator energy and all of that from these 5 elements. And then it goes further into in the retreat, I was talking about the other dimensions and of existence and all of that. So it turns out that even earlier, with all of these indigenous cultures, they said that they had the same meaning of God, that it is there in the soil, it is there in the earth, it is there in the water, it is alive, it is creative, it has science, it has consciousness, and it flows through everything. So they had this common knowledge of uh, what they call God or Great Spirit is in everything, and we are also participating in. So this was already there, now, if we look at the current civilizations, if we try to go back to, Roman civilization, Indus civilization, or the Japanese or the Chinese, it all goes back to about 6,000 years, or maybe 6,200 and all of that. When you take family names with, finding the family trees and all of that, people have seen civilizations before also on this planet, that there was life 24,000 years back, and there was life 12,000 years back. There were cities, and there were natural artifacts, and there was natural science, and the pyramids were supposed to be done even before that, 36,000 years back. So now all of this is coming in some multiples of 6,000. And if you have been really researching a lot across the world now, every 6,000 years, some big destructive event happens across the globe, and where a lot of civilizations get destroyed. The ones who go underground, they survive. That's why you have certain cities and structures across the world, especially in places where there are rocks, where they made city in rocks, which are going to 5, 10 levels underground. And what the research is showing that this 6,000 year event for us is coming in 2040. So that's a time where a lot of destruction will happen. Those people who survive, they go underground, they survive. Then after some period of time, they come back to the surface. And again, this civilization building of societies and structures and all starts. So the point I wanted to make in this is the last cycle, which we are in all now, which is almost 6,000 years old, till about 3,000 years back, and even 2,500, 700 years back. This was the common understanding of people across the world. They were actually living what we call Advaita, or non-duality and oneness. And that oneness, they say, anybody who asked them, where is God? They said, God is everywhere. There is nowhere to look. God is in my skin. God is in my hair. God is in my toes. God is in the ground. I'm drinking God as water. God is everywhere. What is this big question of where is God? Who is God? And how to find God? So how did all of us get trapped in these questions? So you will see 3,000 years back and then coming earlier, as cities were built. That's why I'm saying it's so important to watch that video of us making New Earth. I will just share that link also with you all. But I will just open our website so that when you try to find it also, you can find it easily. I'll just give me a minute. Okay, I've opened a blank page. Here it is. Go to our website, Earth Keepers Connect. One second. I will just. Where's EKC? Earth Keepers Connect. I'm going to chat box. Earthkeepersconnect.org. So you save this also in a Word document if you don't have it. And then on that, there is this Making New Earth. Right in the first, second paragraph on that website, you'll see this Making New Earth. I'm just copying the link. Copy link in the chat. I've given you both the links. If you've not seen them till now, please take out time and watch this video. And right now, I'm working on the next edition of the video, which is going to be released by the end of this month, so that more people start understanding all of this and they start participating in the biggest, most clear project in the world, which is concerning every human being. And that once you watch the video, you will understand that you are going to learn how to take out your time, energy, and participation in these destructive, manipulated, centralized, controlled by very powerful families and secret organizations across the globe. Once you watch this video, you will understand that we don't need to learn the names of all these people, but they all participate through science, and through science, systems are made across the world, and those systems are taken by governments and all of that. And then governments bring them into policies. So the main places how policies are implemented in your state, in let's say Karnataka or Goa or Delhi, and by which government departments and authorities, and what solution we have given in this video, how people make committees of their own experts. And through those committees, we try to stop wrong policies or change wrong policies and pass right policies and all of that. So, yeah, what has happened, as you will see at the starting of the video, for the last couple of thousand years, these powerful people who had a lot of money, that is when, gold was changed to printed currency, for example, in 1450. And that was the first Gutenberg printing press, was the first printing press in the world. So once the printing press was invented, a lot more and more printing of money was done, more and more certain families across the world became powerful. They are the people who devised this entire system of democracy, which is a fake system. Watch the video to understand the reality. And they have set up our universities and all of that. And by putting dams, stopping downstream water flow of rivers, they put dams, they piped those dams, made cities. And then they started getting people into cities, because as you choke the downstream water, then as the water gets less, then farming, food, village life, everything becomes less over the decades, and people don't understand it. But you realize now all the servants in your cities, they are from your villages, whether it's the driver of your car, the sweeper in your house, your cook, the painter, the cobbler, all of these people have come from the places where water was flowing earlier from the villages. Now they've come to the cities where more and more prosperity is being shown and given. So these are the cities in which these people completely destroyed the meaning of the word nature, the thing that connects all, God spirit, Advaita, and that oneness that all of the civilizations on this planet knew earlier. And then they are got us in the cities, and we've been living in these cities since last 1,000, 2,000 years. And so that's how our, we have got different versions of God. That God is a man, God is a woman, God is here, God is there. Yeah, and some God said, you are the chosen people and the others are not, go and destroy them. So all these very unnatural, very weird notions of God have come in these cities. So that's what we are facing nowadays in this very difficult time, very divisive, Dvaita, that is individual people, individual gods. God is outside there, and we are here and we are fighting each other because of the different gods that we believe in. So, yes, a very important part of our journey is to, right now, for those people who have not completed this journey, is to get into this jnana. It's becoming almost compulsory that people have to now find ways and means. Some people are scientific. For those scientific people, you can watch my video on uh, health, through that human nature and human health. So that may give you a path to understand what is common. Of course, in Indian traditions, it has always been taught that Kan Kan mein Bhagwan hai. That means every atom has God, is God. Um, so we went a little bit deeper into this in the life transformation retreat. That was 1 week in Goa. Yeah, so now it's looks like people really have to get deeper into it and understand this the oneness that we are all participating in, both from the left brain aspect, which is scientific or masculine energy, so through science, and also from the right brain, which is through experience. Through experience can be not only, many people think it's through the meditation only, that if you meditate, then you will connect with your energy, with all others energies, with the cosmic energy, and people have been doing that for 20, 30 years, and many people still have not made the connection. So I helped take them to that faster path of experiencing everything in their lives, how it is connected through their food, to their health, through the 5 elements, uh, within their own body. So that the chapter in my book on health, it's such basic, simple science that teachers and even people in from organizations have been telling me, my book on Become Healthy or Extinct. They said these basic things should have been taught in school. That what is our food system, what is our health system, what are these 5 elements that are uh, comprising our body, comprising our food, comprising the soil, and the homes that we create, everything. So that is another part that you can use to understand the complete connectivity, and to understand how God or nature or creator is ever present everywhere. You cannot ever find or interact with anything in the entire cosmos that is not God. It's there everywhere, it's in every breath you take. So my hope is, and of course, many people who have already understood this and reached this path, they are hoping for others also to reach to this space of unity, consciousness, and awareness. And then the first level of division dissolves. That is your God, my God, and all of that. So now I'll come back to that document where we had put down steps, and I'll see where we are right now as per what I'm talking about. So here we are in this direct path of non-duality. Like I just brought it to everybody's awareness. This was our state. Yeah, though we started 6,000 years back, for about 3,000 years, all human beings across the planet, uh, this was the only science they knew, that we are all connected. And then because of this city living, and once you're in the city, then you are no longer getting connected to the earth. The earth is not talking to you. The plants are not talking. The animals are not talking. The water is not speaking to you. The television is telling you some things. The books that these people have printed, that God is a man, God is a woman, they are 1,000 times in different forms trying to tell you this lie. So TV, television, uh, news, books, all modern printed books, all the universities, all the schools, right from kindergarten itself. So we are fed all these lies. So one way to quickly, finish all these lies is to take the advice given on our video, Making New Earth, and start moving out of the city and into nature, into village, into natural living systems where you start learning natural sciences and be more connected to the God and everything that's present in natural form. So now this next questioning my existence, um, exploring reasons for being part of this, delving into what resonates with me as long as it's not harmful in thought, word, and deed. So we will explore that now. And in that, yeah, basic survival. Yeah. So I'm covering this basic survival. This is what I've already put up here, right? Uh, we're starting with past life, current life problems, then balancing your lives, your money, relationships, everything, work, then accomplishments. Now, accomplishments is coming here. That is, a person is able to see problems in the world that that are affecting their lives negatively. Person is able to make the time to be able to do work on the problems affecting their lives. So they will work on their problems, then they'll work on problems in society. So now accomplishments are coming somewhere here. Excelling your own problems and doing something creative. I'm going to put here, and then doing something creative or of your own in life. So that would be accomplishments. And of course, then accomplishments would come here also. Doing things for others. Self-actualization, where you strive to understand deeper meaning of life, includes where we are and all. So yes, this is clubbed with this questioning for my existence. So we will come to that now. And then finally here, what Nilima shared, these 10 levels, complaining about problems in life that we, yeah, covered. Then hunger for things in life, that is needs and wants. So then we come to the current stage of life where dealing with problems, not able to manage, then a person then a person is able to manage their problems. A person is able to manage their problems. So then they go for more needs and wants in life. So after taking care of the basics, then they say, okay, now I want to experience this, I want to experience that, I want more clothes, I want a second car. So hunger for things in life. Oppression, when you are trying to suppress other people who think are inferior. Yes, then the person may the next is a person may try to exert power over others. That's one stage. Once they are done their own satisfaction, basic things in life, then anger. Yeah, anger seems to be something that's there at various times in our lives. It's just a response to some things that are not according to us. So if you're more accepting of people and willing to discuss certain things, then surely anger can come down. World of humanity. When you start thinking of the world, thinking of others, so that's what we've covered. You start following people who you think are better than you. Okay, so then here we'll take that here. So before, after 6, before a person is making time to solve their own problems, a person learns from others and how to. how to solve problems in their lives. After that, a person may learn before working on problems of other lives, person may learn from others how to solve others' problems. So they may evolve it themselves also, that's fine. Then here, when you start thinking of the world, thinking of others, yeah, start following people, you find more vacant people and you follow them. Yes. Okay, then that's these groups also. So a person may collaborate with others to solve others' problems. And then we are here. You connect the causes others have taken up, like work and all. So that's covered in solving society problems. Yeah. At point number, a person is able to work on problems affecting others' lives. Then a person works with others on solving their society. So I'm just putting it as local problems, their society problems. And then next stage is global problems with global organizations. And then you may start working for that cause independently also. Okay. Whether you work with work on global problems individually or with others. So this is what I also do. Couple of my projects are here. And as you are concerned about world problems and solutions. And of course, yeah, and you work towards them. And you work towards the solutions. So all people working towards global solutions are with us by now. Right? Yes. So we work on global problems individually or with others. Right? Yeah. So we've included all of this also. So now in all of this, I can ask, we'll go to some of the basic question, which is important for everyone, even here today. We'll just cover these now. Questioning my existence, exploring reasons for being part of this big picture, delving into what resonates with me as long it's not harmful to others, and this one, self-actualization, where you strive to understand deeper meaning of life, includes who we are, where we have come from, and where we are going. Okay. Yes, so we can take up that now, since we've got an overall map. Now, in that overall map, I will still insert a couple of things there before we go into the individual inquiry. And those individual things, let me see if it's already put there. Yeah, my main point was that are we willing to be aware of what is happening in the world? That means are we present to what the world is presenting to us? So the first response is yes, we are present. Second response is no, I will not take up any responsibility. And that is at 3 levels. I will be responsible for myself. Second level is for my family. Third is for my community. Fourth is for my country. Fifth is for the world. So I want to put all of those stages there. And it's all fine. You don't have to go to any level that is stressful to you. You can always be at the level that you want to work with. So now, here, after exerting power over others, yeah, a person is able to see the problems. Yeah. Now, after they see the problems, um, person, just knock off the person is willing to only work on their problems and solutions on their family problems and solutions on their society. I'm just okay. Okay. Yeah. You can put many times I hear people saying my community, whatever that is. If it is a certain religion, or if it is a certain rich club, or if it is vegetarians or non-vegetarians or vegans for animals, is whatever that is community, is only is willing to only work on their state problems. That means I will only look after Goa and all that. There are many activists here, and many of my good friends also on their country problems. And then the word. I've kept that word there. Okay, not the world problems, because everything is theirs. A person, when they say there, they take responsibility. So my country, I will work on. So that's why I put whoever considers this world theirs, they will work on world problems. Uh, if they consider the world belonging to others and everybody has to do something else, then they will do their part for their country, maybe. So is willing to work on this. Then I'm putting the next part is uh, the next stage. People are willing to work, but next stage is a person develops the skills to work on the problems of the section or section. Maybe you work for your family and you work for the country. A person develops the skills to work on the problems of the sections they want to serve. And the next is person actually. Many people have developed skills and all of that, but finally when they go to do it, they are not able to do it. And uh, some of this I covered in the life transformation retreat. Uh, the steps of creation, how you can create, how you can collaborate with people and do things in society. There's a very deep science to it that all of us can follow. A person actually then what works actually works regularly on solving the problems Okay. The reason I have done this before the self-inquiry. Many people think that the self-inquiry is the first part. They're trying to find themselves, they're trying to find their purpose in life, and they're going around in circles. I know some people still, ever since the time I was in this, spiritual domain and actively thinking and working on it since, 2009. Still, I meet some of those old friends and they have not found their purpose in life. And then we've been doing all the meditations, inner work, and all of that. Um, so that's the reason that I put all of these steps first. Maybe it will help give some insight to some of you that these seem to be the stages that all of us are somewhere, we are somewhere in these stages. So I will share this document. Uh, Now it's a very big, long, lot amount of text which will not fit in the chat of this Zoom. So I will probably put it in one of our groups. So this recording will be there. Okay, so everybody can see the recording. But if you want this document and you want to improve on it and come back, in the next session with some improvements, then that's most welcome. So I will share this uh, document individually with you. So everybody, I hope you all have my WhatsApp number. If you don't have my WhatsApp number, okay, please take it here. I'm just putting it in chat. You can save it on your mobile right now. 98217588877. 98217588877. Now, there's a very important reason why we are doing this and putting it down on paper and all of that. Some people say why to follow such a scientific way? Because scientific way and writing it down helps to show it to others, and it can go for a long period of time, whether it's 1 year, 10 years, or 1,000 years. And this much bit of work that we have done today can be available to everybody else, and they can improve on it. Otherwise, without such discussion and documentation, it's just talk. And this is what I have been involved and I've seen people doing since 2009, 10. So it is, over 16, 15 years now. That everything is just feeling, everything is just opinion, everything is just, this is my philosophy. And then people forget it. And they are basically, whatever works for them at that point in time becomes their philosophy. So many people are just following certain philosophies right now, which are actually contributing to the world problems more and more. So yeah, we just got to be a little bit careful. So now I've just completed this part, which is first important part in your awareness is that you choose to be aware of what's happening in the world right now. There are two paths. Okay, I would like to say at this point, there are two paths. One is a group of people who will decide that I do not want to be concerned with society problems, with world problems, with this vaccine science, whether it is right, whether it is wrong. I don't know. I don't have time. Who to trust? It means who to give my bhakti to. Should I give my bhakti to World Health Organization? Should I look in my society and look at, from about 500 people, 4, 5 people, got brain stroke and died or have permanent paralysis. And there was no chance that they who were 25 years, 30 years, 40 years could have ever got these problems. So, we are experiencing something, but we are choosing to place our bhakti in these same organizations. And just because the book has been there for 3,000 years doesn't mean that it is the truth. So we are at this point where everything is being challenged, and our understanding of the world and everything is, uh, going through a tough examination. So that's why I used all these processes in my retreat and in the 1 day life transformation program. If some of you have, just been in the group and not seen it, please do that, because once you go through that, you will understand the type of inquiry which I call living sciences. which brings out the true sciences for every human being since the time our version of human beings on the planet were there, or let's say since the last 6,000 years. And so that predates many of our religious texts and all that what we follow. So if you want to access that kind of here and now knowledge by yourself, so go to the 1 day life transformation program properly. And then everything you can start inquiring in that manner. So today we can inquire that with these few questions that we are left with. Okay, and then we'll conclude this session, and maybe we can go till another half an hour, and then next time we will continue. So I'll just wind up here. A person first chooses to be aware and respond. The other thing is, some people do not want to engage. They do not want to do any of this work. They are suffering, their family is suffering, society around them is suffering, they are breathing toxic air, and they are still not wanting to do anything to, they think, I mean, people are really genuine. A person living in the city thinks that that is the only way to live. And if they say that, that AQI of Delhi is so bad that you're going to die in your sleep only from poisoning in the next 2, 3 years, people in Delhi are kind of accepting that. And they are saying that, okay, let me enjoy for the next 2 years. After 3 years, if I die in my sleep because of pollution and toxic fumes, it is okay. So now, is this, but the reality is in other places of the world, people are not having this. So it all depends on how much responsibility you take. So some people, like I said, one camp is that we don't want to engage, we don't want to do anything much. We will accept what is coming to us. It is a great important philosophy that has been taught since many thousand years. It's called go with the flow. And everything around you, just treat it as transition, treat it as the world is a place of suffering. You have come here for a test and you have to pass this test. And one nice way is to just be in meditation, is to disconnect with everything and, be in bliss and moksha within yourself. So the people who have already decided to do this, free will is there everywhere. So those people can do that. I don't have any problem with that. But in general, I work with people who choose to be little awake and responsible. And so that's just, I'm in this camp because of the way I see life. And so that's the process now. So that's an easy path for people to disconnect and, not do anything. That's fine with them. Then it's fine with them. So it's not fine with me and so many of us in the Earth Keepers movement and who are working on health, food, farming, environment, trying to make proper governing systems and all of that. Because we do this because we can see in our own mind's eye, and it's not just a feeling or a visualization. We do have the sciences and the technology to do all of this. And that's what you will see in the video, Making New Earth. We've already devised the new governance system of the world. We've already devised how all our air and water and food, natural body products, everything is going to be purified once again. So yeah, it somehow turns out to be those who do not have the science and systems to make things better. They are just accepting that, okay, whatever is, and that is fine with me. And for us, it is their free will and they can do that, no problem. And then for the rest of us, we are going through this path here, which you're saying that I choose to be aware of everything over here. Then I choose to develop skills. Then the next is after developing the skills, I will work and then I actually do the work. So if you're having some difficulty, achieving all of this work and doing things in a very systematic, organized way that gives you results. Some things you may want to do personally, you may have blockages there. So we'll take that up in the next session. Some may want to do with groups, and you have problems there. So that also we'll take up the law of creation and how to be a master at that. And using that mastery, how to achieve what we are calling this new earth and your place in it. So life purpose actually comes from there. Life purpose comes from you being awake and just deciding one fine day that, okay, I'm interested in this thing, I will pursue this. And for a temporary period of time, that becomes your life purpose. Maybe it's getting to better health first, and then after better health, then you'll help others in health. Or maybe it's just cleaning up your own environment in your society and then helping others. So, so this is very important that the people see the whole map of what is available in the here and now for every human being, right? So these things are available. You can work on local problems, you can work on national problems, you can work on global problems. You can collaborate with others. If you're lacking in skills, others will teach you. So all of this is available. So now we can come to that very fundamental question and discuss that for what is the yeah, I'm just reading from the document. There's the very words is that questioning my existence. Why am I here? So who would like to get into that? Why am I here? What is the reason of me being part of this big picture? And then, of course, it's very genuine, delving into what resonates with me, as long as it's not harmful to others. So, as long as it's not harmful to others, this is a very kind person who's saying that I will engage in things only that are peaceful, that are compassionate, and do not damage others. So, I will live a life that is non-damaging to others, which means that I will try to do those actions which are non-damaging to others. Okay. So yes, now uh, who would like to explore this question? The person who I don't remember who put that questioning my existence. So could you please address that in this context of so far what we have discussed and what I've shared? And through this whole steps, what I also wanted to share was many people are thinking that the spiritual path is actually just doing meditation and just doing yoga, just having a healthy life, and that's it. So I just want to share that being healthy is just enabling you to do your actual purpose of life. Meditating is also another tool for you to be more conscious, be more aware in the here and now. So for me, spiritual path, uh, there is one point where you are in the here and now, and everything to be in the here and now is just work that you should have done. It is not actually spirituality at all. Spirituality is your whatever you see as your spirit, other spirits, everything interconnected. Spirituality starts when you first are aware of the oneness that is there. That's just an awareness. That's not even doing anything. That's just awareness. And your participation with Great Spirit starts from the point that you every day are receiving from smaller spirits and everything is part of the same, right? So, but you're receiving some things from your family, from your society, from what's going on in the world. And the first step of spirituality actually is what is your response? Because all of this is God in action, right? God in action, and you're a small speck of that God energy, that consciousness. And this is all coming to you. This is, this is how actually I started doing a work. When I got up every morning, I said, this is what God in several ways is presenting me on a daily basis. So what is my response to this? For me, that's the first stage of spirituality. And then in this response, you may take many actions. You may take actions to develop skills, to respond. To respond means to make plans, actions, words, programs, connect with people, take up problems here, there, in state, in the world, whatever. So yeah, so I hope more and more people across the world start understanding that it is not the ultimate lifestyle, and things are not complete. That where you are just meditating or doing your health practice and all. That's uh, just helping you. They're all tools to help you be in the here and now. And I know many people in the world who have never done a single day of meditation. They've never done a single day of fasting. They've not done a single yoga pose. They have not read a single book on spirituality or masters or anything. Uh, they have just been in the here and now, and whatever has come to them, they have tried to give their most honest, heartfelt response and actions. And you'll be surprised to hear that many of them are called atheists. They are called people who don't believe in God, but in a different way, they are interacting with all of this, and they are playing also a very amazing part in this world. At least they are not people who are arguing with others or fighting with others about your God, my God. So that one problem at least is not there. Okay, so now we can come to that part. Anybody would like to share purpose of existence, inquiry in existence? I don't know if any one of you started that question, so we can go there. Or anybody has a different question in this, whatever we spoke today, you can go ahead. And those of you here who have are new to some of this work, you can see those links that I shared. The very simple thing is watch our video, Making New Earth. And towards the end of the video, it will show you all the work we are doing and the different groups that we have of different cities working on health, food, farming, environment. And you can engage with our teams. If you don't have your city team there, you don't see it in the list on our website, then we can make a city team also. Just find a few people who are interested in all of this work. Show your friends and family people our video, Making New Earth. And also give me feedback about where we can do improvements in the video, because by the end of this month, I will be taking out the new version with improvements. And the more people see this video, more people can participate in this common project for every human being in every village, every city, every state of every country. Okay, this is just a collaborative effort of people across India and some people across the world. We are just a network of people, and we are just called Earth Keepers, who are connecting across the globe. This is not a registered organization with funding and all that belongs to any person or group or any company and all of that. So go through it and participate in whatever way you can, because there are important things happening in the world right now. So it's better to be on time than to be very late, where it's too late to do correct things and save our lives and make this decentralized system, because this system people only have to make. It's because governments also made by these corporations and these families. They all work for themselves. They don't work for the people. That's why you are having such a hard time. People in various countries having so many problems at the basic level of life also. Yeah. Okay, so if no further queries, then we can conclude this session today. And we covered what I said we will cover next time. So the Bhakti, Karma, and Jnana Marg. Um, please reflect on whatever we discussed and I shared about it today, and actually question every day of your lives and see whether this process is cyclic or not, right? And whether you can only be uh, people do have certain notions. You see, it's like this nutritional model. Let me give a very good example. In the nutritional model also, it is so fake that they will take something as, a certain thing and say it's fiber. But what is the fact if you go into the science? Maybe 80% is fiber, but then some of it will be fat, some of it will be, protein also, some of it will be minerals. It's just because 80% is fiber, they put it in the part of fiber or carbohydrates or something like that. So, like this, also similar classifications have been done that the person takes a path of bhakti and they believe that they're only doing bhakti. But if you will go in their lives every day, you will see and you'll be able to point to them the cycles that, right now you're participating in bhakti, right now you're participating in karma, right now you're participating in jnana yoga. So this is a very deep inquiry. This is the time for us to examine everything that we are believing. And this is the whole, what is called the ascension phase in the ascending cycle, where we are moving from what is called Kali to Dwapar Yuga. So these are the deeper inquiries of life happening at every minute, and it's up to us. We are the people who have to do the right inquiry and build the science. Okay, because from what I have shared in my book on health also, and in the one-day life transformation program and the one-week retreat, all of you have understood that I have presented some things that are being taught for the first time. For example, the 49 bodies within the human body. Then the creation process, the chakra system that we have to use right now in our energy system, we'll take it up the next session. Okay, like Meenal ji had asked. So most people across the planet and most gurus are still talking of 7 chakras. What I taught in these programs is it's very necessary. It's the basic evolution you have to do right now to survive the next 1-2 years is to develop the 8th and 9th chakra. So there are the 9 chakra system also. I've shared the meditation for that as well. So it is thoughts, words, deeds, plus practices of meditation and all that build those energy centers. So all of these new sciences are coming out right now in this Dwapara Yuga. And so I hope all of you engage and, participate and are open to learning all of this. Okay, so we'll see you next Saturday, same time, 4 to 6, and go through what we have gone through today and come back with your further questions. And next time will be a very exciting session where I will go deep into these energy centers of what is higher heart, lower heart, what is your creative, powerful creative energy that you need to use to manifest new earth, to be a team leader, to be a project leader, to be a community leader. We'll work on that next Saturday. Okay, bye. Have a good evening. God bless.
Thank you, Darryl. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome, Minal. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, Darryl.
Welcome, Ashok. Bye. Yes, you're welcome.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Lord.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Bye,
Bye. Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Thank
Thank
Have
you.
a
you.
lovely Sunday.
Yes, you too. Have a lovely Sunday. So tomorrow's session is more on our making new earth. Okay. I will share that in all the groups too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's on the science. And all.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks a lot, Daryl.
Yes, you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.